I have been at Butlerville 11 of my 13 years, and Pam has been my principal, well, 11 of the 13 years. Yeah. She is the anchor of the ship. Like, she takes control of everything. I mean, you don't have to worry. There's never a question in your mind about what you need to do or how you need to do it. She's very efficient and effective and wonderful. She was definitely one of our biggest advocates, which was always so nice because she had, obviously been in the classroom, but then had such a heart for this building and Butlerville, and so we always felt very secure to be able to talk to her about anything that was going on,
That's great.
both personally and professionally.
What?
Well, I have a funny story because, Pam was always the one that was always like decked out, and she would always wear her heels and always look nice to this day. And so we kind of had this little secret code that, like, whenever anyone heard the heels clicking down the hallway, we would call the other one to let them know she's coming for our observation. So, but she was always just such a classy, dress to the hilt, still is. But that was just a fun little memory that I have, of, us calling each other because we would hear her little heels coming, down the hall. Just to
Well, I can tell you that my mom was very sick 2 years ago. Anyone who knows me knows that my mom and I have been together for years. My father died when I was younger. And it's just my mom and I. And back in 2014, and it was actually in April, she got really sick and she was in and out of the hospital for a couple months. And I had been in touch with Pam at different meetings and things, and she knew a little bit about it, so I knew we've always been good friends to where we could share our faith together. And I had been to the hospital forever, many long days here at school, getting ready for subs, and I was just wore out, and it was the middle of May. She was still at the rehab, still at the hospital, and I took a break and went to the Fine Arts Festival to be with my class. Well, in the parking lot, I ran into Pam and her husband Gary, and Pam asked me how my mom was doing. She immediately just shared her love with me, got teary-eyed with me, and we just stopped everything and just said special prayers for my family. So that is a huge blessing to me, and that's the kind of person that I know Pam Coates truly is.
When I think about Pam Coates, I think about just a polished professional. I was extremely impressed with her work ethic. She has extremely strong work ethic. Her sense of responsibility to the district, her devotion to the district. I was very impressed with how she had this amazing ability to handle the most stressful situations and conditions that were handed to her with the ultimate indecorum. She's been a great role model, and I think that when I first came into my administrative role, I couldn't have asked for a better role model at all with that. She's just been wonderful that way.
Good.
I've always felt that there was an extreme sense of pride and ownership with Butlerville, and I take it very seriously. I have huge shoes to fill in her leadership here. I have tried my best to follow in her footsteps and treat this building and the staff and the community, most importantly, with the respect that she has set up and well deserved.
Like I said, so many generations did go through here that she knew, like the mothers and the fathers and the siblings and so forth. Like the other night at the Project Excellence dinner, I mentioned to her, Pam, do you remember, this student? And of course she remembered just like that and made a comment because she had, such a great sense of bond with the community and the families. And it's just really cool that, she's made such a huge impact on the whole community.
That's great.